We've had some extensive meetings this morning with Ad Melkert, the UNAMI Special Representative for Iraq. Of course, talking about the emergence of a new government after 8 months since the election in Iraq. Of course, Nouri al-Maliki has re-emerged as the Prime Minister. We still are waiting to see who the ministers will be. They haven't yet been appointed. It will be interesting. Part of the coalition agreement involved the reversal of the de-Baathification, dismissal of prominent politicians like Dr. Saleh al-Mutlaq. And it will be key to the success of this government and this coalition that these people who should never have been removed from the electoral process in the first place, it was done by a perversion of the judicial process in Iraq, that they must be reinstated. It is also part of the coalition deal that a new high-level council for strategic affairs is created, and it could be that Dr. Ayad Alawi will chair that council. That would be, in our estimation, a breakthrough, particularly if that council, and we don't know yet what remit it will have, that, you know, it's quite unacceptable and an absolute breach of the human rights of the people in that camp, that 140 loudspeakers now surround the camp and blare threats and propaganda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is a form of psychological torture. The prohibition of entering the camp by any doctors or medicines for the many people who are ill within the camp, the prohibition against people with cancer and other serious illnesses from leaving the camp to seek hospital treatment is an utter disgrace and again an absolute breach of their human rights. Now the UN is there in Iraq to protect human rights. The resolution from the Security Council that allows them to be in Iraq is specifically, and Ad Melkert himself repeated that, specifically for the purpose of ensuring the human rights of the people of Iraq are protected. And we emphasized again and again today in the AFET joint meeting with my delegation for relations with Iraq, we emphasized again and again that they must not sit there and watch this constant breach of the human rights of the 3,400 residents in Ashraf. Now, Mr. Melkert is well aware of these circumstances. He has a weekly delegation of observers going to Camp Ashraf, reporting back to him. So, you know, I can see he is in a tough position, but we emphasize to him, it is no use simply talking about sympathy for the people in Ashraf. You know that they are suffering psychological torture from the loudspeakers and the prohibition of access to medical care. You know that there was an attack, a vicious attack last July, which led to 12 people being killed and many more injured. And you know that the ongoing threat is that this camp may be the site of a new human rights catastrophe, and this time it won't be 12 deaths, it will be hundreds. Now, knowing all that, it's the duty of the United Nations, it's the duty of UNAMI to do something, and not simply to report back to the Prime Minister. And he said that with the appointment of ministers and a new cabinet and the emergence of the new government, hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks, he says that he hopes things will then begin to stabilize. So we have got the message across today to the highest possible level. He is the most important person we could have spoken to in this. And I think the message that should go back to the people in Ashraf is that we have not forgotten you in Europe. We are doing our best to give you whatever protection we can. This morning at 5 a.m. in Evin prison, the Iranian regime hanged, her name is Shala Jahed. She has been in Evin prison for 9 years. they hanged that young woman at 5 a.m. this morning. This is the cruelty of that regime, which daily becomes more and more like the Nazis and the tyranny of the Nazis in the 1930s and 40s in Europe. So we here, of all people, should be well aware of the kind of people we are dealing with. This is yet another crime that they have committed, and she is the 146th person to be executed in Iran this year. Thank you very much.